It should be going now. Hold on, let me stream for you guys. There you go.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Thank you.
Um,
What'd you name the stream?
I said it's background day, bitches.
Nice.
As I'm drawing backgrounds
Let me-
today.
Let me check levels. You have songs up and everything?
Mhm.
Nice. Now I'm gonna check the levels.
I shall check the bullshit levels. Bullshit levels are looking pretty good.
What would you put? We now have a BSM bullshit meter. So what would you put?
I would probably say it's a little high, just because you guys were literally just shoveling pasta into your mouths and then struggling to figure out your VTuber like in the last second, and that sounds like something I would do. So I'm
what
gonna say
do we
it's a
say?
little
Like
high.
here?
You can go low.
I would say, I think that's a good amount.
Okay, yeah, right there's fine. I guess.
Bullshit meter. Love that it starts like 2/3 up already.
Now we gotta start strong at the gate.
Yeah, mine always starts like all the way up for some reason.
Could you raise my volume? I'm a little low.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we will do our best job to enunciate. That's much better.
No.
For the
Why
sake
do we
of
have to
editing
I
these
can
clips
never
later on.
enunciate.
Is there someone along there?
Uh,
I
we gotta
Oh,
enunciate
no.
because Betty and I both when we're editing these, we like swallow every other word.
Yeah, we swallow every word we swallow every word we say.
You swallow them?
Yeah, I swallow them.
I
Don't.
slurp them right up.
I'm not a quitter. I don't
Eat my
spit.
fucking
I
words.
swallow my words.
Anyway, I'm doing a little. I'm doing doodles.
You're doing
I'm
dodles.
doing dodles.
Dodles?
Yeah, dodles.
Dodles.
DDs. I'm drawing the plex. That's it.
Oh, if you could, very quickly, Sophia, on Streamlabs, if you could click anywhere else, because the green box is highlighting your VTuber, and it's there we go.
Never
Goober!
have goobers.
Thank you, Navarre Novice.
Already the goobage is very. This is our bullshit meter now. we have a bullshit meter. Oh my god, my
Oh
computer's
yeah. Well, since it is 8:04, and we can't tell people what we're doing until we introduce ours. What is this? What is this?
I don't know. I can't click on anything.
Are you on Photoshop or are you on? Oh, what the fuck?
The fuck?
Is Sophia pulling
Alt tab. Doing all.
Get out of here! Hold on.
There we
Okay,
go.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Is Photoshop responding after all?
It
Yeah,
is.
okay, cool. Doodle, 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 doodle.
There's my dude.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so before we start anything, because as per the tradition of our silly little streams,
I hope you know I'm rolling my eyes.
do you? Why are you rolling your eyes?
I don't know. Why am I rolling my eyes, Benny?
Do you want an intro?
I guess.
What's
What's up, denizens of the tapestry? Welcome back to another Cascade stream. Quantumania was a bad movie.
It was.
True.
I'm mad at that movie.
We were
I
watching.
think it's the second lowest rated Marvel movie right now.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
like just straight up not a good
So
movie.
bad. We're
And
like
it's one,
2/3.
one of mine. Go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry. I
No,
said go ahead. I kept
You were
interrupting.
talking. You were talking. You go first.
Never
I
enough
have-
said I'm leaving. Hated that.
I have my own like list of how I've ranked the MCU movies, and I think it's
Yeah.
probably my second to bottom. Let me see.
Damn, yeah. What's your bottom?
Let me see. Where's my movie listings?
I bet you it's Iron Man 3 or Ultron.
MCU rankings.
I
My
have
lowest. Wait, what did you guess it was?
I think it's either Thor: The Dark World, Iron Man 3, or Ultron.
Or Ultron? Sophia, what do you think is my lowest ranked? This is my own personal ranking.
Personal ranking?
yeah.
Iron Man 3.
Nope.
Is
Damn.
it Eternals?
Let's see. Iron Man. There's 31 MCU movies right now. Iron Man number 3, I ranked 27 out of 31.
Really? Wow. I don't trust your list anymore.
I mean, that's still 5th from the bottom.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Okay, what's your
put
bottom?
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
Boo!
forgot that.
I liked Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was
No, you-
so bad.
I dictate what you like. Because no, I don't actually. What am I saying?
whoa, Benny. But I think on actual ratings. Oh no, actual ratings. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder and Eternals are tied for the lowest.
Mm.
I want everyone to know that she actually dictates what I like. Just want to give a disclaimer.
Who?
You.
Why?
Because.
Hey Sophia,
know.
can you dictate that he likes to do my homework for me?
Yeah.
Damn it! Fuck.
Chop, Benny.
Fuck.
It's midterms right now.
Oh god damn it! I've graduated already. No.
This is bullshit. I already did this.
Fuck. Yeah, we're like 2/3 through Ant-Man and the Wasp. Exponentially better movie, significantly better film than Quantumania.
Bombastic.
I don't know how they fucked up so bad.
Although Yellow Jacket was better in Quantumania.
No, she fucking sucked.
You mean Mr. Electric?
Was that from Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Yes.
No, it's from Quantumania. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm getting those two movies mixed up for some reason.
Oh god,
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
Robert Rodriguez should shoot.
I liked Eternals.
It was
I
okay.
thought it was.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I think-
Eternals should have been a show, not a movie.
Yeah, it should have been a Disney Plus series. I agree.
Eternals for me is ranked 28 out of 31. So it's still not the lowest. It's still above
I need to do a
Quantumania
ranking.
and Captain Marvel.
Yeah. See, I feel like whenever people say they don't like Captain Marvel,
It's just
A
they don't
bunch
like
of
Brie
people-
Larson.
yeah. No, well, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I feel like a lot of people come out the woodwork and they're like, "Oh, why don't you like it?" Trying to defend it as if it's like some feminist icon of a movie when it's not. It was just bad because the writing was bad. The acting was bad. Nobody was believable.
Yeah, the thing I really, really hate about it is the guy that seems like the big bad like main villain almost. The very last fight scene, she literally like one shots him. She just hits him like once and it's done. It
Oh
was
my god,
like
I love One Punch
such a
Man.
bad ending.
One Punch Man. I liked Miss Marvel significantly better. Miss
You like
Marvel
which
was much. Miss Marvel, the show.
Oh, the show. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched too many of the Marvel shows.
Gotcha. I liked Miss Marvel. It was a lot of fun, packed with a lot of character and culture, and it was just fun. It was just fun to watch. It wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it significantly more than Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I got to do a list of MCU movies.
Do it. There's only 31.
But where's No Way Home for you?
Do you want to guess? Out of 31. No. Way Home.
5.
Oh, that was so close. You were really close. Yeah, it's 4.
Ah, nice.
What's your number one?
What's your number? Yeah.
It's Endgame. It has to be. It's definitely like the most hyped. It has like the craziest stuff happen in it.
I liked what is it? I liked Infinity War more than I liked Endgame.
Yeah, I think they're close to about the same. But Infinity War just felt like it was a bunch of like like mini stories going on, and Endgame felt like it was one whole story. You know.
Yeah, I'll give you
Infinity
that.
War, it just jumped around too much. The middle of Endgame is kind of like meh. There's some stuff like, especially like the Hulk is kind of bad in Endgame.
I wish they didn't do that. I wish that we learned more about Hulk, but it's a whole legal thing. I think
Yeah.
it's lame.
Does
Just in
somebody
case
own Hulk?
anyone, Paramount does.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
don't think
yeah,
they-
I have the Incredible Hulk movie on here too,
Ooh.
because I think that is still technically a MCU movie.
Did you know they added that post-credit scene that put it in the MCU after the movie was made? I don't mean like when you watch the movie it plays after. I mean like they filmed it after the movie was already done and shipped out in theaters. They filmed that scene, or maybe not out in theaters, but they filmed that scene after the movie was set to release because they're like, oh wait, let's yoink this into our cinematic universe we're creating, and they're like, I guess. And so that's why there's a scene with General Ross and Tony in the bar at the end, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's part of whatever was going on with Robert Downey Jr." Because at the time, MCU didn't exist; it was just Iron Man and Incredible Hulk. For anybody watching, Elijah and I do enjoy Marvels. I do enjoy the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We do enjoy the MCU. I am at
And
this
then
point.
I also enjoy DC. I don't think Benny enjoys DC.
I want to enjoy DC. I liked parts of Man of Steel.
We hate watched
Oh, Man of
Aquaman.
Steel is good. Like,
No, I like parts of it. When we mean by parts of it, I should say like 90% of Man of Steel I liked.
yeah, Man of Steel was good. The first Wonder Woman was pretty good.
We
The
did
second
watch,
Suicide Squad was actually decent.
Yeah, we did hate watch Aquaman in the gym. Like the back half of it. We were on a treadmill. We're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Aquaman has like I think like 5 interrupting surprise explosions in it.
Oh my god.
God damn. Well, we're like 14 minutes in, and Elijah and I are bullshitting. But what are you doing, Sophia?
We're doing art, huh? Art stream or
the
something?
amount of times that we forget, like, oh, we're supposed to be doing shit right now. I'm making the Plex, which is a boarded up theater that our heroes live in.
Yeah.
Oh, they're homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're homeless.
100%.
They live in
The idea of
California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The idea of the Plex was that it was an abandoned building. We couldn't settle on whether it was going to be a theater or whether it was going to be a mall or something abandoned, right?
Yeah, I remember it being a mall originally. I don't know if I ever heard about it being a theater.
We literally changed it to theater like last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Funny enough, originally when I thought of the Plex, it was going to be like a Playhouse theater, like for like live action.
Sounds like a theater. It doesn't sound like a mall.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I changed it to a mall because I'm like, oh, how often do you see like a Playhouse just like in the middle of a city nowadays? Unless you're in New York, you don't. I don't. Maybe I'm going to the wrong spots in the city. I just don't see them. But then I changed it to a mall, and now we're back to theater, but we're going with an abandoned movie theater.
Oh, I was still doing Playhouse.
Oh, you're still doing Playhouse? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Playhouse theater. Playhouse theater. You see what I mean? She dictates what I like. So, we're doing an abandoned Playhouse theater we call the Plex, but it's not Plex. It's like they called this place the Plex when it was actually running. It's more like the name of this place, along with the
complex.
Yeah.
The name of the place, along with the place itself, is so run down and like decrepit that the letters faded off and fell off and fucked. Like they're just broken, right? And so the letters that remain are the letters P, L, E, and X. So they're calling it the Plex because those are the only letters that are remaining on the building itself.
Plex.
The person who discovers this is Ink, who is actually named Thomas. He's our only person who's an active vigilante / superhero.
Active
when
threat
we
to
enter
society.
in. Huh?
Active threat to society.
Active menace, yeah. When we enter in the comics, he's the only person actually being a superhero, but he's doing it very, very like low key, because he's kind of like an urban legend. He's like a Banksy meets vigilante kind of person, but nobody really sees the vigilante part. They just see the Banksy part. So yeah. But he finds this, and all of our heroes, one by one, kind of like come into the Plex because he brings them in. It's a whole part of the story that I don't want to give away too much yet to anybody watching, but yeah, this is where they live because they are, in fact, homeless.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
cost of
go.
living crisis.
Sophia's doing an environment study, which is very different than what we usually do. We usually do characters, but you know what? Those characters exist somewhere, so we gotta draw
they gotta
that
live
thing
somewhere.
too.
Yes, my characters all exist in my mind and nowhere else.
It's my favorite place. Nobody can yell at me if they're in my head.
My favorite place also is Elijah's mind. Wow, what a coincidence.
You're in here too? I didn't know
I've
you were
been
in
in
here
there,
too.
man.
Oh, okay.
I've been in there. Yeah.
Damn, you've seen some shit then, huh?
Who do you? I have. Why do you? I can't even think of anything. I was gonna pretend to be like, why do you do XYZ thing? As if I was. No, I don't know. I don't even know.
You don't even
What
know.
is your, I don't even know. What is your thought process behind what you're drawing, Sophia? Take the attention away from me.
You know, I actually have to go to the bathroom. If you guys could just stall for like 10 minutes.
Benny, just
Hold on,
give
you don't
us
wanna
a
take a-
speech real
I'm-
quick.
Oh my god.
Speech,
Well, how
speech.
have you been, Elijah?
No, so I'm like drawing boarded up windows and shit for this. Because it's abandoned. So it's boarded up.
It's abandoned.
Yeah, guess what? It's abandoned.
Also, I asked Sophia, we did the clearance. You and I can both individually pick what goes on one of the posters in the front of this thing. Do you see both poster like squared frames? Rectangle frames, I mean?
But are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait, what now?
So in the front of this theater, there are two rectangular frames showing off like the plays that would be in the Playhouse Theater, right?
Yeah.
We can each pick what goes on one of them. So I get to pick what goes on one of them, and you get to pick. Sorry, I'm gonna try that again. I get to pick what goes on one of them, and you get to pick what goes on the other one. Whatever
Okay.
bullshit we decide, Sophia has to put it on there. We cast the
Penis.
magic spell. Oh, I told you!
Hmm?
I told you!
What?
It's a penis.
He wants a penis on one of those posters.
You guys haven't been calling out the chat.
I thought we couldn't do that though.
Do what?
At least
Do
Aquaman looks
penises-
pretty, Jason Momoa.
Aw.
Hey, did that chat pop up above your head? I don't see it there, Sophia.
Well, because it was sent a while ago, ding dong. You gotta read it.
No, that just popped up for me right now.
No?
How did I know
Unless
that
I
the
like
Jason
swapped
Momoa
over.
thing was Katie? Like I didn't even look at the chat. I just I knew it was Katie, and then I looked over, and then I was like, oh, yeah, it was Katie.
I thought I don't know why I didn't see that until just now. Wow. Well, we don't. I don't see no dicks on the poster there. What if you draw a dick and then like blurt it out? I said it a while ago. I'm
It's
sorry,
already
Katie,
blurred
Katie,
out.
Katie. I, for some
It's
reason, didn't
censored
see
right
it
now.
until just now. It's censored. Fuck off. What were you gonna say, Elijah?
I was just gonna say I want a penis, but I also want it to be a turtle.
Damn.
Give him a shell.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen. I gotta be real with you guys.
And a little face.
I pre-drew some little posters.
Ah!
I assumed you were gonna ask for
Ah, you
very
know,
so excited
specific
for this.
things.
because I thought we could. I got my wish anyway. I got rat.
Well,
kings
now
to
I'm
go.
glad I drew something because you're both asking for dicks on the poster.
I wasn't. I was telling you that he was gonna ask for dicks.
So
Yeah,
we,
Benny never said what he wanted.
I
I'm
made
guessing
Rats the
Rats
musical.
musical.
He's got his little tail wrapped around the mic.
I love it. I
And
love it.
Elijah, what do you think this? What do you think the other poster is?
I'm
Penis.
really hoping it's a tick. I don't think it's gonna be though, because I don't
It's
think
a
we can
snake.
do that. It's a snake. Okay.
Inside.
It's shaped.
Navarre Navas
it's,
asked, "Have you guys heard of rat kings?" I have.
I haven't actually.
No, it's when a bunch of rats
Snakes
in the wild
inside.
get like their tails knotted together, either by like amber or mud or something, or they just get tied up together. And they're stuck like that forever,
Oh my god.
and they
That's
just
horrible.
survive like that. Yeah, it is.
That's
And the
awesome.
Germans are behind it.
Or something.
Anyway,
Thank
this
God.
says rats inside because while snakes inside because while Rats the musical is playing, there are just snakes inside the theater.
Yeah, they showed up to the musical.
Damn.
I can draw
Well, in a
new
way-
posters if they're not dicks.
I thought those were pretty good.
This is pretty good. I'm happy with these.
Yeah, red snakes are a thing for some reason. So
I'm happy with this. I'm content.
I was like, what are these fuckers gonna ask for? Probably a rat. Maybe a snake.
Probably a snake. Maybe.
Yeah.
He did ask for something phallic, and
Yeah.
snakes aren't not phallic.
they're
guess.
kind of phallic.
They're in there.
That's why I said they're not. They aren't not phallic. Yeah. To clarify for last stream, speaking of dick, when I said that we are two, when I said that we, as in Cascade, are 2/3
You were very
gay,
excited about this 2/3 gay thing.
I am. I meant that Sophia and Elijah are part of the LGBTQ community, and not even the weirdo who's outlying.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
I'm
You
sorry.
like
Yeah.
one gender in
I'm gonna...
today's day and age?
You have one gender.
Judging. We're judging. I'm judging you so hard right now, Benny.
You only like
Oh.
one? Fucking weird. Never heard of that before, but yeah, do you, whatever. Wow.
Watching these ants crawl around the areas you selected.
Does it have lights on? Oh.
Oh, I
Navarre
really like
Navas
Hell's
lights
Dark.
around it.
Straight cis man? Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, I am kind of ill.
Yeah, get out of the stream. This is for girls, gays, and theys.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Girl,
It really
girls,
is.
gays, and what?
Theys.
Girls, gays, and theys.
Oh, and theys. I thought you said in nays.
And
Like
Horses
a
are
nay.
also invited.
And horses. Yeah, horses are in
Yeah,
it too.
Horses.
Oh,
And
thank you,
snakes
Navarre
and
Navas.
rats.
I love the LGBTQH community.
LGBT horses, yeah. Well, now you gotta draw a horse with rainbow manes.
I don't even know what a fucking horse looks like.
Well, why do you?
Horse looks like?
It's easy. Just draw a unicorn without the horn.
I'm looking up a reference image of a horse because I don't know.
That's a good idea, Benny. I like that.
Since-
Keep the wings in the Pegasus, though.
Okay, let's see. So they got.
You know, actually, no. Draw a horse from memory. Yes, I want that.
No! I will not!
What?
Drawing
What is going
Yeah, I
on with
don't-
this horse?
must-
I don't know either.
He's muscly! He's muscly!
I'm into him.
No! You don't need to see him that much.
Did you hear Katie?
What'd
No,
you
what'd
say?
you say?
She said hi.
He said, hi,
Hi.
besties.
Oh, hi, bestie. How was Vegas?
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you couldn't tell by the amount of stuff I posted,
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
that was only the PG stuff, though.
Oh, of course. Of course. I was excited for you to go to Vegas. You deserve it, dude.
It's really funny that you guys were mentioning Aquaman because I just showed Elijah how after we left the male strip club, there was an Aquaman cutout. And he's like my celebrity crush. And so I took a really funny picture of me in front of the Jason Momoa cutout.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. The movie just didn't hit. Why is that back leg so thin?
Shut up. Shut up about the horse. You're getting a horse. I didn't say it'd be a good horse.
What is happening?
Just drawing a horse.
It's an action pose.
Why is the front half severed from the back half?
Yeah, sorry,
It's his muscle. He's muscly.
Oh no!
He's so
no, here.
muscular, it segments him.
Sorry. This is a cat horse. The dot! I love the dot. It's bigger now.
Where's the big old mane?
Yeah, he needs. He needs
Just the dot.
He's majestic. Look at him.
Majestic.
Okay, time for me to go back.
There you go. There he is. Look at that.
Oh, furries.
Did anyone send you?
There he is. He's.
I didn't message him yet.
All right, you got your horse. Whatever.
Thank you for the furries.
Yeah, I messaged him like twice, but I'll message him individually.
So what's the mood? What's the tone you're going for here? It's nighttime. Boarded up.
There's a horse in the window.
This is actually. I'm keeping it. It's graffiti now. On the-
Yeah, it is graffiti now.
Yeah, I imagine Ink in there just like drawing a bunch of horses.
He's like focusing really hard. Like, is this what a horse looks like? I don't have access to the internet, so I don't know.
But I imagine him as like one of those like obsessed horse girls. Like
No.
outside, he does like cool graffiti stuff, but when he gets home, all of his art is just horses.
Just horses.
Only video games he plays, horse video games.
His whole
All the rats
room.
and bitches he has in there, he like dresses up as horses.
Yep.
People go in and they're like, "Oh, dude, are you? I think you've been alone for like way too long."
That's what happens. Isolation makes people draw horses.
I did a version of his costume where it's like horse inspired. He's got hooves in his shoes. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going.
I'm liking it a lot.
Have you guys seen those things that like furries wear? That it's like a special shoe they put their foot in that makes it look like they have hooves.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Can I make it so that somebody else unsays something?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah, I think it's Control Z.
I tried that already.
Oh, you have a
It
keyboard?
didn't work. Okay. In my mind.
Oh, that's why it didn't work. You need a real keyboard.
Fuck. Damn it. I didn't know that what you just said was a real thing. I don't like that.
Yeah, I've seen it on Instagram. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it.
Have you guys seen the Astro Boy shoes?
No.
Did I talk about those yet on the stream? I can't remember. I've been pretty obsessed with them lately.
Weird. Okay, the chat that's popping up above your head
Mhm.
on the right side, it's not scrolling up with it. I can't see it. You see what I mean?
Oh yeah, I just saw it pop up over there
It's
too.
not syncing. It's not syncing. So I can't actually read that.
It's with the
It just
furry
popped up
slander.
now.
I'm wondering if
The
it's
furry.
because I'm like referencing things.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not slandering furries, by the way. I am a furry.
Oh.
Hmm.
Are
you?
Benny, I think
Yeah.
we need to talk about.
Remember
getting rid of
Benny? Remember Benny? I used to say that all the time.
I don't ever remember this.
You don't remember that? That was like with the old group. It was like a running joke that I was a furry.
It was?
Yeah, I can't believe you don't remember that.
Oh, I don't
I
remember.
don't remember that. No.
Yeah, but here, Benny, look at that. Oh my god. My computer's like fucking up. I don't know what's happening.
I don't like what you just showed me or that you made me see that.
Yeah, the human feet with the horse.
Yeah.
Now look up
Yeah.
the Astro Boy shoes.
I don't know what the Astro Boy shoes are.
Right here, I can.
Try voice chat on console. I would love to try voice chat on console. I'll have to figure that out after the stream.
There's a couple different Astro Boy shoes, Elijah. Oh! Oh! I hate this. No, I did see these. The fucking, like, Daisy Duck shoes.
Don't show me. Do not show me, please.
I think so.
For
They
anybody
look like
watching at home,
something a cartoon character would wear.
Yeah.
we don't. King shame.
I do.
No.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, fuck the
Aw.
shoes. If you wear shoes, you're fucking disgusting. And I'm not sorry about that.
Well, like just in general.
Yeah.
Like if someone's walking by and they have Nikes on, you're like, ew, just pervert.
Yeah, don't subject me to that. I don't want to see your fucking dogs. Put that shit away.
Wait,
Here you go,
is it
Benny.
dogs you like or shoes? What?
Here you go, Benny. Go look at the shits and giggles.
I don't know. What do I get if I want to go look at it?
It's probably not as
A
bad as
kiss
the
on the
hooves,
lips.
but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
give you a
kiss-
kiss on the lips.
I hate that. What the fuck are these?
Yeah.
What the fuck are these red things?
Never a novice says Astro Boy shoes don't deserve rights. And they're right.
Ah, damn!
right.
I just ordered a pair. Should I return them?
Yes.
Yes.
Or I will take your
Right
revenue
away.
personally.
Right away. And it's not the Cascade way.
They're pretty bad, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they're much worse than Crocs.
Okay, I don't get the trend with Crocs. Cause I remember when they
did.
first came
I
out,
never
everybody
did.
said they were fucking ugly, and now everybody
They're
wears
clowning
them.
on them. Yeah.
Now everybody's into Crocs, and I still think they're
And now
fucking
people
ugly.
get like little charms to put on their Crocs. It's
No.
Yeah, I
the
don't get it.
stupidest thing in the world.
I don't understand it. Maybe we're just getting old.
Yeah.
No, the children
don't
are
know.
wrong.
Yeah, it's
How-
also the
how-
new music. It's also the new music now. Like music used to be good, and now it's garbage.
Yeah, now it's bad.
Yeah, style's bad now. These kids' manners nowadays.
Yeah, they don't know how to respect their elders.
I remember
Yeah.
when I was their age, I was younger. And I used to walk
Were you?
both ways. When
I remember when I was
That was
their
your
age,
age,
I
I was
was younger.
I was
Nah,
your age, I was
I was
younger.
older than them.
How old are you, Elijah?
How old was I?
Old.
How old are you now?
A number.
Damn.
Let's see.
Elijah's
On my
outside of age.
on my next birthday, I will be celebrating the 2nd anniversary of my 27th birthday.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel.
So he's
I
44.
feel like that's.
Yeah, I'm 44 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we stop
What do you-
counting halves when we get older?
Because we stopped being 12. I don't know.
Because you
I'm gonna
have too
bring it
many
back.
birthdays for the half to matter. Like when you're a
Yeah.
kid, the half feels like it lasts forever.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring it back. I'm gonna start doing that now.
Single-handedly.
Mhm.
What are those things you're putting, Sophia? Oh, those are the boards
Yeah, this place is like boarded up.
from the inside or the outside.
Both.
Oh, okay. I get you now. That reminds me when places were actually boarded up in downtown Long Beach.
There's still places that are boarded up.
God, that's wild. I don't know if anybody remembered that during the protests during 2020 for George Floyd. George Floyd. Is his name right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yes. I do. Yeah, George Floyd. For Black Lives Matter. And there were some idiots calling them riots. Fucking. Anyway. During the peaceful protests for Black Lives Matter, they boarded up a bunch of places in downtown Long Beach. And there were some idiots who were smashing some things. But all of Long Beach came together to clean it up the next day. It was actually pretty cool. But there's still some places that are boarded up, which is like that they just go out of business. Is that just part of their drip and pizzazz now?
Listen, I know what you're talking about is important, but I've had to pee since before the stream started, and our roommate went in the bathroom right before, like the minute before our stream started. And I was like, sis, I got pee so
I think they left.
fucking bad. No, I hear the
I
light on.
think. Oh Oh, you're right.
Should I not talk about like waterfalls then? Just like dripping
pizzazz.
faucets.
Pissin' pizzazz?
Actually, I was going to talk about how much I love the ocean and water and things that are running water.
I will literally turn the
I was
stream
going to
off.
talk about the advent. Oh, the stream. Perfect. Okay, I love streams of water too. Oh, go Sophia, go! It just came out. Go! No, Sergio. Okay.
Is it my time to piss?
Almost.
It's
Someone
my
else
time
just
to piss.
caught it.
No.
Our roommate said sorry, Piss Girl.
Huh? Piss girl.
So, go Piss Girl.
Go piss, girl. Go piss, girl. Go piss. Oh. Is she peeing now?
No.
No, yeah.
We have 5
You
people
saying-
in a 3 with 1 bathroom,
Yeah.
and it goes about as well as you think it does.
Yeah. You said go Piss Girl, and it reminded me of a Pisky, which is a spell in the Harry Potter universe. And it reminded me of Hogwarts,
But Hogwarts
Legacy
is bad.
and how okay that game is.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like fine.
Yeah, it's pretty. It is the most game ever. It's definitely not a bad
game.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad game, and I think that's one thing I need to say. It's not a bad video game. It's just
Yeah, I
not.
feel like I've heard pretty good things about it so far.
No, there are lots of good things about it. The problem is that I don't want games to have good things about them. I want the game to be good by itself. It's like someone saying like, "Oh, how was your trip to the museum?" And they're like, "Oh, it had some good parts." Like, no, you don't want to. You just want them to say it was good, right? No, it was.
It was.
You guys ever been to the Natural History Museum?
I
No.
have big dinosaur out front.
Yeah, dinosaur. It's a big whale too.
Dinosaur. I
Big
love how
wave.
whatever you do does not affect the torso.
Yeah. No, he's a staple. He is on this fucking building. Who's screaming?
You've been summoned. You've been summoned. To the
Is it
piss
time for my
room.
piss girl?
I now tell you to go piss, girl.
It is time for piss girl. Bye.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're gonna do this stream. We're gonna improvise. Do 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 do.
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know if
incorporate.
we should sing that.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, it's.
Improvised stuff.
It was the most okay stream or most okay game. It's not bad. It just wasn't the best it could have been.
Yeah, I feel like I heard a lot of hype about it right when it like first dropped, and
There
then it was
was.
kind of like
I was part of it.
nothing for a little while.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I was hearing stuff that was like bad about it. So that's why I was kind of like shocked that it was kind of like meh.
Yeah, it was kind of mid. I honestly, I think the best way to describe it is, I kept waiting for it to get like really good,
Okay.
and it never got really good, but it wasn't bad. I was still enjoying myself. I still had a good time. I still recommend people to play it if they want to be in like get into the playing wizarding world. But it just wasn't like all it could have been. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like if you're really
Yeah.
into Harry Potter, you'll probably be into it. But if you're like a hardcore
Yeah.
gamer, it might not be the best experience.
Actually, both. If you're really into Harry Potter, and if you're really into being a gamer, it like barely satisfies those itches. The most you would think, like, okay, for a Harry Potter fan, you would think there's gonna be like Easter eggs all over the place, right?
Mhm.
There's not. There's not really. There's like a
Yeah.
couple, and then there's There's a part in the game where you talk to somebody in the library to like continue on a main quest, and they literally give you a quiz about Harry Potter trivia, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
You're playing Harry Potter.
Oh, God, it was wild. But it's fine. It's an okay game.
It
Um,
is a game. You can't deny that.
yeah. For anybody wondering, I am a Hufflepuff.
Boo.
course I am. Fuck you. What are you? Are you? Are
It's
you?
the worst house. It's the
Are you?
worst.
Oh, are you a Gryffindor?
Yeah. Fuck
course
yeah, I
you are.
am. I'm gonna give you a
Of course you are.
swirly nerd.
Trust fund kid. Sophia's a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I kind of thought I was gonna get Ravenclaw, and then I took the test and I got Gryffindor, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a main character. That's fine.
Main character. As long as you didn't get housed as evil. It's not so
Yeah,
fucked up. One
I
house
took-
is like just being evil.
I took another quiz too. I think it was the same quiz, but it gives you your percents for all the different houses.
That's
And
cool.
I was like 80% Gryffindor, 70% Ravenclaw, like 30% Hufflepuff, and then like 5% Slytherin.
Got it. Yeah, I wouldn't be a Slytherin at all. Ooh, Sophia, what are you doing here?
But Benny, you might
I'm
be a
showing
Slytherin.
off brushes that Benny made that
I
are
did make them.
Ink's tattoo thing that he does.
Yay.
Um,
For some of these brushes, it's better to make them smaller so it's not like
Broken up. Yeah.
What were you gonna? What were
Benny,
you gonna say? Elijah?
the main trait of a Slytherin is that they're like ambitious, and I would say you're pretty ambitious, so you might be pretty close to Slytherin.
But I'm also not evil as fuck, so I
They're
don't
not
think
all evil, okay? I mean, if that was the case, I'm a little evil. I might get more of it.
Elijah does
I
not
didn't get
stand
it.
for the
I just-
Slytherin slander.
I don't have ambition, so I didn't get Slytherin.
You don't have ambition, and you joined a comic book animation startup. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
because you
right,
started
sure.
it. You were like, hey, like we were talking about comics, and I was like, oh, I do comics, and you're like, you should join me, and I was like, sure, why not? Because you're Slytherin and I'm not.
You were more excited than that. You were like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should. I would play with actual graffiti brushes too. These are like more tattoo brushes. I'd use those for like.
I don't have the
wisps and
graffiti
effects.
brushes.
I put them on the drive.
I don't think I've downloaded them though.
Well, I thought you did.
I have not.
Well.
Well,
You think too
Wow.
much of me.
I
think-
wanted to watch Whale.
I think you you said like, oh, I didn't give you the graffiti brushes, and I was like, oh yeah, give them to me, and then I just never did anything with them.
I did my part. This is on you.
I've never done anything wrong ever in my life, so I don't know why you're yelling at me.
Yeah, part of making a comic was finding ways to
Making
cut
these
corners.
tattoos.
Yeah, one of the ways to cut corners was not having to draw these complicated as fuck markings all the time. And so I decided not to and make brushes with them instead. And there's a bunch of them
Yeah, they got issues sometimes, but
when
that.
they're blocked like that.
like when you make them big. But they're cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
Because Ink would definitely be drawing all over this fucking place. He's like, hey, I live
Yeah.
here. Might as well fuck it up.
Yeah, let's just announce to everyone where I live.
Right?
Not like I'm like a superhero or anything.
No, this is all graffiti. See, a superhero wouldn't live here. It's fucked up. It's the horse.
Look, who drew this stupid little horse? I'm gonna draw over it. Nobody would suspect that I cared about this horse.
Yeah. Nobody would
Because I'm
suspect that
definitely not a
curly.
horse guy.
No one would suspect that I'm a horse guy.
No. I think this triangle one.
Yeah, when you try to be like really whippy with the brushes, sometimes they don't really work.
My computer is
them
having so
more-
many issues right now.
What else is open right now? It's like making it lag.
No, it's like I think it's my keyboard. Because my keyboard is acting
Really?
like I have shift pressed down. Caps lock on or something?
Interesting. I don't. Do you have sticky keys on?
No. Well,
Hmm.
it's fine now. So obviously it will never be a problem again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ooh, what do we want to put on the part of the theater that says there's something playing? Do you want it to be a running gag that it changes all the time, even though no one's supposed to be living here?
Maybe. I like that, but the whole thing about like nobody's supposed to be living here might be an issue. I mean, well, to be fair, like Ink's graffiti is pretty recognizable, but
Yeah.
you see stuff like this in Long Beach all the time. That's just like graffitied over.
Yeah, we can just put the word balls on there.
Yeah.
Balls.
Balls. That'd be funny. Yeah, balls.
What am I like?
Balls. Our roommate, Sophia, just said they're just listening to me yell balls. And you know what? They deserve to hear me just yell the word balls.
Balls.
Walls. I don't think you can sing that legally.
Balls?
No, they were singing the balls and then the jaw song. I can't even dictate the title of it. I feel like they're getting banned on TikTok.
Balls and the Jaw song?
Balls.
You know what? I can't. We shouldn't. No!
I still don't know what song this is.
I can't tell you until after the stream because I don't want to get kicked off of Twitch. I don't know how many community guidelines we're pushing just by saying things like that.
All of them.
Probably all of them.
I love when my music is transitioning and there's just like dead silence for a while. It's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, that's honestly the best. I think that's the best.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really good.
What I find the hardest part about doing environment is getting the texture right. I've never really been good at getting some environmental texture, but I also haven't tried to do environments in a long time, so maybe I'm actually fucking great at it. I don't know.
Or maybe I'm
I
actually a god.
don't like
I should have
doing
put this
backgrounds.
horse in another layer so I didn't ruin it when I like drew other shit.
You ruined the Frederick!
You named him?
I'm back, bitches. Welcome back, Navarre Novice. Of course they named the horse. His name is Frederick.
Navarro Novice says, I'm back, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, this building like basically says,
Superhero lives here.
yes.
Yeah, that might be
And also,
problematic.
At a glance, it looks like someone just TP'd the fuck out of this historic
Yeah, it
site.
does. I should probably lay off the weight a little bit.
That's fine. You did all this on a separate layer, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just
I think
raw
you
dogging
should
it.
raise
I'm
the
hoping
portion
everything
meter a
turns
little
out perfect. Because if it doesn't, I sure can't erase it.
The best buildings have tattoos, Navarre Novice says. You know what? You're right. The best buildings do have tattoos. Maybe they actually wouldn't give a shit because there's a lot of buildings. I'm sorry, I'm starting over. There are a lot of buildings here in Long Beach that have art just on them. And I don't even really know if those buildings are actually occupied. They just have art on them. No one really pays them any attention.
Yeah, there's apartment complexes with art on them.
Yeah. There's one with the window that's like crooked and it's got a giant kid like looking into it.
Yeah, he's my fave.
Pretty good.
What if I scribbled like that? I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have built the structure of this on stream and not off stream because I like don't know what to do with it now.
I was gonna say add some texture to it
Yeah, I probably should.
because the tattoos are cool. The
But it's
graffiti
like a
tattoos are
blank
cool, but I
building.
feel like that's more of like yeah, it's a blank building. I feel like it's supposed to be something you add like much later on.
No.
I think like get the building, make it look abandoned and decrepit, and then add the tattoo graffiti later.
No. What if I just told you no?
Why?
What if I just didn't listen to you? Would you be mad?
Well, we've been over this. You dictate what I like, so I have to go along with it.
Yeah, Benny, should I email you my homework, or do you want to come like pick it up, or what?
I think you should send it over Discord.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Sophia,
Just so you know-
can you dictate that he does it like quick though too?
How quick?
I don't want him to dilly dally, you know.
Mm.
Like, just kind of like snap to it a little bit.
Like, do you need it by a certain time?
I don't know. Like maybe like no more than like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get it done like 3 days. That should be good.
I hate every part of this. I'd make the building look decrepit.
I am.
Abandoned.
I'm working on it. Look at this. That's a blur brush. Never mind. Hey, look at this decrepit. There's splatters.
I can't really see that.
Shut up.
I do love a good decrepit building, Navarre Navis says. I also love a good decrepit building.
We stand.
I would never go. Yeah.
Does it not have outlines?
No, not right now. I was just like kind of exploring the shape of it because I was trying to make it different from like what the actual thing looks like.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want the walls to be like stucco. Everything's like pretty smooth because it's Art Deco. So I need to make it like shiny, I think.
Yeah. Play around with different materials.
No.
Make some dirtiness on it. Give it the Last of Us treatment. Put some plants on it.
some plants growing out. The real
Yeah.
Barack Obama 44 has shown his face.
Oh, where have you been? Oh, they say this is unfortunately a typical sight in struggling inner cities of America. You're right, Navarre Novice. Barack Obama is back. Hello, the real Barack Obama 44. We've missed you.
Also confirms who the real Barack Obama 44 is.
Why? How's that?
Does it?
Because
Yeah.
the other accuser, he doesn't have internet.
Have you guys been seeing those? The president streaming.
Yes.
Like Joe Rogan's a part of it. Ben Shapiro's on that. Have you seen that, Elijah?
What is it?
It's like AI voices for the presidents and like other random
Oh
people.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
them, like, playing video games and shit.
Yeah, I did one where like
Yeah.
Trump was with Drake going to get McDonald's.
Hey guys, I'm going to McDonald's. You guys want something?
Love it.
The real Barack Obama says he's been posting on Instagram. I mean, I. I love that. I love that.
Oh my
for
god,
him.
I'm gonna cry.
Do Playhouse theaters look like this? I always picture them looking like prestigious.
Well, listen, mister. It is 8:55. I've been scribbling my little ass off, and you're like, is this really what a Playhouse looks like? Shut up.
No, I was asking. I'm genuinely asking. Is this what they look like? Because in
This
my
is-
mind, they're
this
like
is
Phantom
what-
of the Opera type buildings. I don't know if they all look like that. I feel like that's expensive to do all the time.
You're talking about like Romanesque design, I think.
I am. It's all fun and games until AI Donald Trump and you share video game interests. What the funniest part about that is AI Donald Trump always calls Joe Sleepy Joe. That never
Sleepy
fails.
Joe.
Always calls Sleepy Joe. Speaking of homelessness, we're doing
Were we speaking of homelessness?
all of our heroes are homeless. Gavin Newsom, not to get too political, but Gavin Newsom's doing in my experience, he is pretty sleepy. Thank you, the real Barack Obama.
He's pretty
Lord. Is Newsom dropping a new album? Kinda. He's doing
COVID-2 Electric Boogaloo.
I didn't know. So you know how there's the State of the Union address, right? That the
I
president
thought that
does.
was a movie.
Yeah,
The last
yeah,
State of the Union? Are you talking about that movie?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Ice Cube, right?
There's, yeah. there's a thing called, and this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's something that governors do called the state of the state.
The state of
Yeah, I
the
don't
state?
remember that from the
You guys remember the state of the state?
But
It's
apparently
still a
Newsom's not
state.
doing that. Apparently, Gavin Newsom's not doing that. Apparently, he's going around talking about like addressing homelessness. They're gonna build like 500 new small homes for people to try and combat homelessness. And I'm like, huh, interesting. Okay, let's see how this rolls. Let's see how this goes.
When you Newsom did his State of the State, like during like a big football game, like I think it might have been the Super Bowl.
Did they?
Like he did it like almost purposefully, so like they couldn't, like no one would tune in to watch it.
For anyone wondering, my roommate,
The real
who
Barack
shall not be
Obama
named,
44.
the real Barack Obama 44, allegedly, was talking to us. What?
Homeless.
The real Barack Obama 44 just says homelessness.
He came out here
Okay.
as a deterrent. He's trying to distract from the fact that he is in fact the real Barack Obama.
No, they're not, because they're going to the bathroom right now. They're looking at me while the real Barack Obama posted homelessness on the chat.
And where is their partner? And where is their partner? Exactly. I rest my case.
You might be right. You might be right. You might be right.
I'm no
But I was
fool.
we're talking to our roommate, who shall not be named, because in one of the streams we name dropped one of the people we live with, and we don't want to dox people. But yeah, I was talking to my roommate about the State of the State address, which is again the dumbest name. The real Barack Obama. Wait, what is this? It says, "I can tell why you were a successful professor, Mr. President. Thank you." Thank you, the real Barack Obama 44. You have once again graced us with your presence. What have you been doing, the real Barack Obama 44? We haven't seen you in a long time. Next,
Tell me that
next
doesn't
Tuesday.
sound like the real Barack Obama's girlfriend.
I am running for president again next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's soon. Have you guys been keeping up? Campaigning.
I have been campaigning. Oh my god. Well, you got 1 minute left before we can end the stream if you so desire.
I will be because I'm having issues right now. I'm having a hard time.
Imagine if all president campaigns were just one day battle royale.
Ooh, that'd be
I mean,
cool.
that wouldn't be a bad idea. One day's like whoever's running. One day's the next day's the next person. That's all they get. They don't get to talk anymore. That's it. One
Everybody shut up. Your turn's over.
And they fight.
Yeah, they have to fist fight. Whoever wins gets to be the president.
If
Yeah.
you elect me, you will no longer have issues. Wow, like personally or like as a country?
Both.
I think he's talking
Both.
about personally. He will personally handle all of your issues.
Damn, I have money problems.
He's working to systematically end anxiety.
I'd like that.
Sleepy Joe and Donnie don't stand a chance. Sleepy Joe and Donnie. God damn.
Yeah, they're besties.
They're best of that. Oh, it's 9. It is 9.
All right, I'm free. I'm free from my little cage. Here's what I did today. It sure is a drawing.
You defaced a theater.
It really, you really can't deny that I drew.
Bye, boobers. Boobers. We were called boobs and boobers by Navarre Novice.
Yeah, it's boob time.
Bye, my fellow Americans. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.